Greetings, fellow Terrans. Professor McKee here with a new playthrough for Terra Invicta, and majority of you wanted me to play the initiative, so that's what we're doing. Previous times we were doing the professor side, and now we're on the finance side. So in terms of the settings, I will have a American counselor. That'll help me just a little bit in the early game, perhaps. I'm doing one of the recommended starts for counselor professions, which is to use celebrities. They have very good persuasion for the early game scramble, and they have decent chances for a lot of the good early game traits. And I've dropped down to veteran. I'm going to be doing a little bit of role-playing and suboptimal play just to kind of fit the theme of this faction. So I wouldn't be able to do that on brutal. I think I can manage it on veteran. We'll see. And if you have any additional ideas for house rules, in addition to some of the things I will be explaining after we get into the actual gameplay, let me know in the comments. Like Perun, I would love to add some additional house rules, assuming that they are well in theme with our faction here. And that's about it. Everything else is defaults. If you've played before, the 1.0 combat scaling and combat movement are going to be a little bit different because I don't have the cinematic ones checked, and most other things will break achievements, so I'm leaving them as default. Alright, let us begin the custom campaign. And be right back when the cinematic starts playing.
We remember the day the stars answered, the day we learned we were not alone. As a familiar sun rose on an unfamiliar universe, some of us saw wondrous possibility and others existential danger. The astronomers had insisted that the bright streak in the sky was no natural phenomenon. Most of us didn't really believe them until it burned through our atmosphere and crashed in a remote region, leaving only wreckage and uncertainty. In our ignorance, we fractured, taking refuge in our most primal emotions. Each of us saw what we wanted to see. Survival of the fittest has always been the game. Whether you're beating your enemy with a rock or a lawsuit, you have to be vicious to be the top dog. Because when you've worked for everything and you've fought for all you have, nothing will satisfy you except everything.
Okay, and that is the initiative intro cinematic. So if you're new to Terra Invicta, the first half where they're talking about the astronomers and stuff, that is the same for everyone, but the reaction to the UFO crashing on Earth, that is different for every faction. So the Academy, which I was playing the previous two times, they're all for peaceful cooperation. Initiative is a little more self-interested, to say the least. So we have a crash in Brazil.
Welcome, boss. The council has appointed you leader of our organization. I am Soren van Beek, your chief operating officer. We're living in a time of great change. The alien arrival will transform our world, possibly beyond recognition, and we must be positioned to respond appropriately to whatever opportunities may occur.
Okay, so Soren van Beek thinks we should send someone. That's actually not what we're going to do. But pretty good crash landing site actually for us, because South America is isolated. They can't get up into North America. Alright, so I am going to take a quick cut here and check out our counselors, the recruiting pool, public opinion, that sort of thing, and then I'll talk through the initial house rule as well as what my kind of overall plan is. Be back in just a second. Alright, so I have assessed the situation, and for the initiative, the optimal starts would be European Union, United States, probably the best start, and China. I'm not going to do any of those, to do a bit of role-playing. Our opening is going to be a much inferior opening, although it's not that bad. It's going to be Russia. Russia's not terrible. Russia's got some expansion opportunities. It's got nuclear weapons. It already has boost production, although It's much worse now because Kazakhstan is heavily nerfed. Unfortunately, most of Russia's claims here are in red. That means the people who living there don't want to be part of Russia, shockingly. So it's going to be kind of difficult to expand all that much, especially going west. But, we're the evil finance faction with trying to control everything, be oligarchs, basically, and I think Russia is a great choice to stay on theme. So that's what we're going to do. Again, this is suboptimal. I'm not trying to maximize to be the most effective playthrough ever. I dropped down to veteran to do a bit of role-playing. Okay, so in order to do that, we obviously can't get Russia right away. Our public support and stuff is not very good. So what I'm going to do is build up pressure by taking some countries next to it that are allied to it. If you take rivals, that's going to hurt you. So, and Russia has, well, a lot of countries that don't like Russia. So Russia plus the Eurasian Union. So these guys, especially Kazakhstan, because Kazakhstan has some boost, and I'm going to be a bit low on boost in this start. The other targets, Singapore has pretty good public opinion, and it's an amazing place to build boost. So I'm going to go for that. I'm going to pick up probably Iraq and also Kuwait to run spoils for getting lots of money. And then my last targets are going to be little countries like these less than 1 control point countries. There's a base amount of science they get, and you pay extremely small control point capacity in order to have them. This has been nerfed in the 1.0 release, but it's still really efficient. I mean, I say this is 10 science. I'm paying, it's 0.5 versus 10 science. So for every 1 control point capacity, I'm getting 20 science. That's really efficient compared to something like Russia, where you've got 130 science, but it's really 30 science versus 20 control point capacity. We're getting a ratio that's only like 1 point something science per control point capacity. So that's the overall plan. In terms of recruitment, my celebrities are going to be doing a lot of Control Nation public campaigns. I do need somebody to investigate, to advance the story a little bit. And there's not a lot of great options here. I was looking at this diplomat, but he doesn't really have missions besides some basic stuff. He does have Striver, but it's only 20% now. It's not as powerful. So I think what I'm going to do is grab this officer. He's got government, which I would like to have, and he has actually some bonuses on persuasion, so he'll be good at some small countries I want to run Control Nation on, and he can do the investigate. The other guy I was really interested in was this, not him, the hacker. He has a science trait, which is very nice, very great for your research, and he has criminal, which is also really nice too. So, and Shady gets him some bonus on spoils, which I will be running spoils. Now, speaking of spoils, as one of the very late, kind of the later global techs, Soren says, he lives on Earth, so he kind of wants Earth to be a nice place to live. He also wants to control Earth too. So I'm not going to just completely ignore the environment, but I will, of course, use spoils. It is a very efficient in terms of time value of money. You get a lot of cash today versus running funding, which gets you cash, but it takes you years to pay back to just equal the same amount of cash you got today, and there's a time value effect too. So spoils is really good. I have a nice video on where I walk through that. It's always fun to apply finance to games as well. So that's what we're going to do. Caitlin, let's see. What can you target? She can go for Iraq. That'd be really easy to grab. I would like to try and get into Russia and Kazakhstan to grab their boost sooner, though.
Standing by for orders.
So you got 8. He has a better chance because he is agitator. So yeah, let's have him run.
We'll be running this place
Kazakhstan.
in no time.
Ready for
And
orders.
she can run. I think Belarus would be good. It borders Russia, so I'll get some pressure there. And once I get one, that's basically safe from the AI stealing it. Let's put a little bit in, make it more
Bringing
likely
them
to
to our
succeed.
side.
And I will have to wait to recruit. Well, actually, I mean, he can run public campaign. His persuasion is terrible, but he could do that. Well, no, yeah, I'll grab it. More actions faster. And then hopefully by the time we reach, before the pools refresh, I'll grab that officer. But this one is much more important long term. Okay, so he can't really do anything here or there. So I think I'll just run maybe in Kuwait. So I will be going there, or Singapore are basically the same. Some of the other good targets are kind of not available to us because Humanity First and the Servants are very popular in these other Gulf states that are great for spoils.
We'll make
Highest
our
chance, I'll
appeal.
run Kuwait. And then the last thing to look at is research. So this is probably what you should always do if you're trying to be good with your research. Put it all into We Are Not Alone because you want clandestine cells. That gets you your 5th counselor, more room to control more countries, another action every turn. That project's super important, and the AI will very quickly unlock these, and that's fine. There's not many options they can really pick, and all the options they can pick are generally pretty good, are fine. Like, they're not gonna be terrible at setting you back since they're pretty cheap, even if they're not very useful. Almost all of them are useful though. So turn that up. And for a little bit, I will not do too much editing because there's a lot of stuff that comes flying in at you right at the very beginning of the game. But as we advance, I'll start doing more cutting and try to edit out the micromanagement part.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, we are getting better chances in Kuwait. Good job. Yeah, so everyone gains cohesion.
We still lack support.
We did not succeed in Belarus. Trap.
Our supporters are in place.
We did succeed in Kazakhstan. So... I'm going to just immediately design a reset. Called 100% unity. You're going to pick, if you are trying to do this, you'll do this a lot. Because unity boosts your public opinion. High public opinion protects you from hostile factions trying to mess with your control of that country. So probably the first thing you should do is always max out unity and just get public opinion as high as you can, and then start doing other things, because you want to make sure it's safe before you can actually start developing that country. And even after you've sort of locked down public opinion, keep running a little bit of unity just to, because the AI loves to just run public campaigns on you, and that'll block it. Someone was on it in Canada, whatever. All right, so management team. Now, probably the best choice here would be like ops. Frankly, like, you're really tight on ops early game, but you know, we're finance guys. This is kind of a suboptimal choice, but you know, we're the finance guys, so obviously we're going to go for financiers and investors. I mean, this one will be has some interesting roleplay too, but I'm going to go for the money. Again, it's not very useful, but might as well. Okay, so we have, yeah, we're still missing enough things. Oh yeah, you can level you up. Wonderful. I don't want to level you up because I want to level up your science trait. You guys need more persuasion. I should have done this before I ran a mission phase, but it's only one persuasion. It probably doesn't matter. I could ramp the orgs. I'm hoping I might be able to get this org. Be nice to get admin org. And these science orgs are kind of not amazing because they don't give you the science attribute as well as the research and bonuses.
Reporting in.
Okay, can you
Bringing them on board.
Ready.
Yeah, I'm already getting bonuses from having control over neighbors and such, even though I just have 1 point. Well, I do want money fast. So
Bringing them to our side.
let's switch there. You have lost your bonus, I think, because the cohesion went up. Yeah. So I think I'll switch him to maybe Singapore.
Telling our story.
And we'll
We
continue.
must not only defend.
Yes, yes. Okay, and UN Security Council meets. So this one, it's kind of, there's always an optimal choice, which is you get as much influence as possible because you want to recruit another counselor and spend it on Control Nation. More ops is not terrible, but like you're always really tight at influence, and there's other sources of ops from some of these events. But you know, our manifesto is like not very popular with people probably. So I think to roleplay, it would be better to either quietly steer things or to remain in the shadows. And I only gain an extra 15 ops. 25 influence would allow me to recruit that government counselor, which I'd like to do. Yes, we've countered Protectorate and Humanity First too. So we're going to do a quietly steer.
They are not life forms. Our only hope.
And that'll give us enough influence next turn to pick the... Oh, you already cracked me down. Are you kidding me? Okay, so running Unity now doesn't help me. I don't know why the AI still loves Kazakhstan, because it's kind of not so great anymore, but they do. So I am going to switch off Unity. Let's just run... I can run... So let's run a mix of like welfare, funding. Actually, mission control boost are probably good to run as well. Yeah, that'll do as a baseline. Hopefully no one purges me out.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
My rolls are amazing right now.
We've got our people in place.
Okay, so we have Kuwait, and Kuwait I'll do a little bit different from... I'm gonna run Unity and Spoils. So I want that extra cash.
Our presence is growing.
We got Belarus. Okay, great. Belarus, so I'll just run Unity. So we have some more pressure on Russia now. Not gonna bother with that. Just have him.
Making our case.
Oh,
What's
and
the op?
did we lose the org that I wanted? No, we did not. Still there, we just need 400, which we might not be able to get. Okay. Give her more persuasion. And Catelyn, whose hometown is the same as mine, she's from Chicago. That's where I was from too. He's now up to 10%. No, can't really do that. I need to save the influence anyways. So let's...
Establishing our presence.
Yeah, let's try to grab
Acknowledged.
more of Kazakhstan.
Bringing them on board.
Move on Kuwait, and then we want to recruit this government officer.
Reporting in.
And for his first turn, I'll have him just do an investigation. Let's advance that storyline. Research check. They're rushing, the other. You can see how they are rushing the other global techs. These are not important ones to rush. This one's much more important. But they're not helping us at all here. Besides the Academy, who is probably going to win because they have something. I know it's Canada. Exodus is Canada. I'm not sure what Academy has. But they must have something with a lot of research. If they're beating me so soundly. I mean, they have Finland, but that's just 1 point. Okay, well anyways, so we are doing some more public campaigns as well as getting our first advance in the storyline. Yeah, that's will be nice, but not for a while.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Just have them keep doing that.
We have found something.
We're out in front of this for now.
And a nice reason to do this is you get some more influence, so more room for spending on Control Nation. You also gain some science too. Maybe that's what they are beating me so much. So we have a small amount of debris from the crash site. Wow, Protectorate has someone with Purge, huh?
Cleaning things up.
Big failure there, okay.
Mission aborted. Cleaning things up.
I think we're going to lose Kazakhstan, at least for the short term. Well, that's unfortunate. It's not really that bad though in 1.0 because this boost is not very important. And I'm going to be focusing mostly on Singapore for my boost once I am able to grab them. Okay. So you're safe. I honestly could start running public campaigns here and that would work quite well.
I'm here.
Not quite so well for you. Alright. Chula, I think for now, because I'm going to be running a lot of Control Nations, I'm going to grab some Persuasion.
Standing by.
Yes, he's got quite good there.
Bring
Let's have
them
him
on
work
board.
on Singapore.
Ready.
Ready to go. We'll bring this nation to our side.
Ready for my mission.
That's pretty good. It's not very expensive, but although my money is quite small. Or I could grab another thing in Belarus. I don't really need it though. So I think I will run almost 70% chance to try and get public opinion up, and then I can fully grab Russia and direct its spending towards something more useful. Okay.
It has
Let's
always
keep going.
been
Yeah.
true
We
that
have
my-
Exodus,
We believe we can join.
Academy.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
Okay, keep
We've
trying.
moved the needle.
We've got our people in place. We'll be ready for new orders
So
soon.
Singapore. Well, Singapore is already good for Unity, so what I'm going to do is push it towards a space flight, as well as a little bit of Unity just to maintain things.
Our presence is growing.
And you can click, and all control points will have the exact same priority, so you don't need to do it, micromanage it, every single one. You just got to do one and then click on it. So that should get my cash going pretty well as I run spoils. But still not much to really buy yet. Okay. Instead of Kuwait, I could do Iraq, I could do Belarus. I mean, that would help me put more pressure on Russia. So let's do that.
At your service.
It wouldn't be bad for Iraq as well. But I think the 95% with Singapore would be better.
We'll bring this nation to our side.
So let's go again.
They are here to cleanse our sick
Hello,
world.
servants. And they've just finished Skywatch. So there's another alien ship coming, another one coming.
The trick is not to look directly at
And they
what you're
chose
trying to
advanced
see.
chemical rocketry.
Offset your focal point somewhere to the side of where you think you notice.
Yes. Okay, so that's actually perfectly fine. Pretty good one. This is something that'll help you get build boost and get into the early space game. I'm still not going to bother putting anything in it. There are some things I might miss out on, but well, because I'm playing Russia, I'm probably not going to beat anyone to Mars or the Moon or something anyway. So the high thrust probes, whatever.
Public opinion is moving in our
I just
direction.
have to be willing to accept that.
Public sentiment is increasingly with
There
us.
we go. And then advisory team. Yeah, so like I think probably international aid is one of the better choices. Like military, generally not so great. Spaceflight program and boost, not terrible either actually, because building boost is a lot more important now for the long term. But look, we are the finance people. Economic development obviously is what we will pick. It's not again, this is a role-playing choice. This would not be ideal if I was trying to play optimally. But I'm trying to
Our
play
presence is growing.
like the initiative. So again, we'll do that.
We're taking over.
And we have Belarus. So that should make Russia easier to grab. Deep Space Propulsion Concepts by Project Exodus. So this is something you do need eventually, but it doesn't. There's no projects that you can benefit from researching here. Which, if you're not aware, this 51% means it's only 51% chance this unlocks. If I put research into this global tech, then that 51% chance will go up depending on how much I put in. So perfectly fine choices for global tech. I can just ignore them and keep pushing on We're Not Alone, which I'm potentially going to beat the Academy out. We'll see. They have a counselor with social science, it looks like. Because they have a big 15% bonus. I wish I had that. Okay, I need 40, right? I need 40. Okay. So 11%.
I'm here.
14. That's a reasonable shot, but
We'll
So
bring
let's
this
run
nation to our
that.
side.
Standing by.
if I pick up someone that borders Russia and is friendly, not you, like Azerbaijan, well, they're not. Okay. They border, but they're not a rival. So that would actually help me a little bit.
Establishing our presence.
So I'll pick up that.
Acknowledged.
You. We'll take the last one in Singapore and my hacker.
At your service.
Yeah, I mean, you could try cracking in. Maybe once I have solidified my control everywhere else, I'll move on that.
We must persuade the
Let's
people.
push Kuwait and keep going. Another lab. I will eventually research those, but those are only important when you're actually
hold
building a
no
space. And
sway
we
in
failed,
their
of course.
minds.
We've gained significant support.
So we have full control over Singapore. It'll take a while to finish building the spaceflight program.
Gained significant support.
Okay. And so this right now is 62. It should move up
Mission in progress.
by 1%. But,
Our supporters are in place.
excellent. And it was a critical success, so it's going to be even easier in the future. So I'll put 100% unity. I want to get public opinion high, so the next control points will be easier to grab. Another lab. Okay. So I can put it at 62% again. I think I will.
Putting our people in place.
Where to?
You will grab the other point
Taking
here. That'll help me
control.
put a little extra pressure there.
What's the op?
Okay. Now, Chula's options here. No one's going for the micronations yet. And I think because of the nerf, anything that's like greater than 1, I probably don't want to bother with. Well, there's quite a few that are less than 2, but these are pretty low in terms of their science. But I think Cabo Verde and up, anything that's above 10 and less than 1 is going to be really strong. So let's take Sao Tome.
Putting our people in place.
That'll get me some nice research. And I think for now, Kuwait's going to be fine in terms of getting me some cash. Let's check the org market. And that's lost. We do have a... Ooh. That's pretty good for a project org. It's also very expensive, though. Say, this org is not good. Okay, so yeah, not much really to grab, but this one's still there, so I'm gonna hold off, and like next mission phase, I should be able to pick up this guy, extra 50 cash, which is like doubling my income, and it pays for itself against me. Yeah, it's a great, pretty good early game admin org, right? Because right now we are March 15th, so yeah, we're not gonna have. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, that's the plan. Let's see if we get another point in Russia. Yeah, I'm not doing
People will
projects
come
right
to
now.
our side.
Okay, good job.
Our supporters are in place.
And like usual for a new country, run Unity.
We've got our people in place.
Run Unity.
We've got our
And
people in place.
Another critical success. Wow. That's great. That's really, really good. So we now have control over one of their armies. Which one? Yeah, this one. I'm going to send it home so it recovers faster. They recover their HP faster when they're in their home region. And I mean, I don't care about taking points away from the servants. I do kind of want to grab all of Ukraine. Might as well, I'm already at war, so might as well take it, right? It's well, it's not free real estate, but it is available real estate. And that lets me see what the hostile claim mechanic looks like. So I think he'll try for Russia as well.
Putting our people in place.
Where to?
And let's go for Micronesian. They already like us a lot for some reason.
Establishing our presence.
So he'll grab that for us. And we'll continue. So we'll see it's 0.02 strength per day. This one is, well, it's also 0.02. But they repair fastest in their home region.
Public public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, new disease. All right, so they want how much money? That was 100. I can afford that. So, you know, if we provide funding for additional research, we can sell this vaccine or something to people. That seems like a disease that would be pretty concerning, and people would be willing to pay money to be cured. That's how, you know, that's how we're going to spend it. So we're going to provide funding. We can afford it. I can buy that org. I only needed 400.
The dreamer in me wants to believe it would bring a golden
Okay,
age of
Academy
advancement
beat us,
and
and Academy
prosperity
decided
for
to
all
pick Deep
mankind.
System Skywatch.
But I'm a realist. I know better.
Okay.
Any race advanced enough to...
And Galesian cells immediately unlocked. So let's switch over to that. And I'm going to go full into clandestine cells. Again, this gets you your 5th counselor. You really want your counselors out quickly. So I'm going to focus that. If they do something with this, I mean, Deep System Skywatch, it'll ruin Academy's day for the next year, but that's fine. So I'll take Micronesian states. I don't need to run Unity here, right? Because it's already 61%. So what I'm going to do is run a little bit of Unity and run funding. I think, is there going to be a stability issue is also what you want to look at. So 4.4 unrest, there will definitely be a stability issue. It'll improve a little bit because of the cohesion going up. So I'm going to also run economy and welfare along with the little bit of unity, although it's, you know, not very much. And so that will hopefully help stabilize the country. I don't want to run oppression because it's going to be really bad for the democracy score. Well, actually, I can't even run oppression because there's no military. Looks like, yeah. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
We're taking over.
Okay, Russia. Another point.
Still lack support.
He failed, but that's okay. We almost have all of Russia. Okay, so these guys are not quite fully healed yet. So I will not do anything to touch them.
What's the op?
You can get more persuasion. And we can buy this. So who would most benefit from being able to inspire? Well, one of these guys, although I think, yeah, you're prohibited, so you can never do it. So it basically doesn't matter where I put it, is what I'm hearing. Let's put it on... someone I know I'll keep, I suppose. Now I've got pretty good early game income because of that. And more control point room, and more room for, well, one star org.
Reporting in.
So you have a base of 33.
At your service.
She has a base of 33.
Your orders?
98. Because you're, yeah, because you're a fanatic and agitator. Okay.
We'll
So I'll
be
send
running
him to
this
Iraq
place in no time. Ready for orders.
for more of that
Standing
cash.
Establishing control.
Standing by for
Shula.
orders.
Let's continue to grab these micronations. There's 2 more I think that would be good to grab because of their less than 1 control point capacity. Or 3, right? No, 2. Well, this one's almost there, so I probably will grab that too. So Polynesian states, next up.
Establishing control.
Here we go. Let's see if we get that last point in Russia. Oh, we jumped up because of unity
Public
completion,
opinion
I
is
assume.
moving in our direction. Our supporters are in place.
Iraq's in great shape for public opinion, so all I want to do is run mostly spoils and run a little bit of unity. I'm going to get my unrest reduction higher once the cohesion increases. I'm currently at 3 and it's going to go up to 9, so I have +6. So I'm basically at 0 unrest, roughly. I may need to run some welfare just to keep them, keep their cohesion high, but I'm not too worried about that. Polynesian states. Again, we always want to run that 100% unity, especially because we don't
failed to take control.
Go again. We don't want humanity first to take away that micronation. Don't have enough money for anything.
Ready for my mission.
Oh, you got cracked out.
Your orders?
Ready for orders. Standing by.
I don't have anyone
Standing
in
by
Persia.
for orders.
Ready for my mission.
Well, anyways, I can't do anything
I'm
about
here.
it. So
Where do you need me?
I'll just have to leave it alone.
We'll bring this nation to our side.
Where do you need me?
And Comoros. Yeah, they'll be fine in terms of cohesion once, well, or unrest once the cohesion goes up. So let's grab it now.
Control.
Start pushing unity. That'll help cohesion. You're ready. Let's push back the servants there.
We've moved the needle. We're taking over.
Our presence is growing.
And we have Comoros. Let's run unity.
We've gained significant
And we have
support.
Russia. So for just a little bit, I'm going to run unity all the way. And once unity is fully fixed up, that's when that's fine. Slight risk of internal coup. I don't think that's really a problem. We just have to get cohesion higher and everything's going to be okay. So once I've run unity enough, Russia's going to be my country where I have a lot of mission control. I also kind of need to push military a little bit just to try to win this war against Ukraine faster. I probably won't be using a lot of military conquest. I'll be kind of taking control through chancellors and then folding things in, but Ukraine has very similar military tech to mine, so I would like to maintain an edge given that they're pushing military a lot. In fact, let's push a little bit of military ourselves just to try to keep up. And they're putting 2.3 in, we're putting 4.9 in, so we're going to beat them. Alright, now that we have Russia, we have 12 more control point capacity. 7 is going to go to
Acknowledged.
Iraq.
Establishing our presence.
That leaves me with 5. Seychelles, it's 1. I get 17. That's quite good. I think I'll take that.
Ready to
Probably
go.
with Chula here.
We'll be running this place in no time.
Where to?
And there's 5 left. Are any of these viable? That no. Basically no. I don't really have room for anything else in terms of control point capacity. So what I want to do then, and I'm going to take Ukraine, so that's going to hinder me. Maybe Armenia? Oh yeah, I can take Armenia.
We'll be running this place in no time.
This actually gives me a little bit of boost because it's stealing some boost from the Federation. So that Singapore is doing okay there. Wanted to push. Yeah, let's push that direction because it's going to take a long time for it to run Unity enough to make it matter. Ooh, that's a good org. I need a lot of money though.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Good thing I have Iraq and
presence
Kuwait
is growing.
to help me with that.
We're taking over.
We've got our people in place.
And they've crashed down in Russia. So we'll be investigating that next turn.
Ready to go.
Reporting in. Taking control.
Grab Armenia.
Acknowledged.
And need to figure out where to push public opinion. I could do it in here to try and shift cohesion lower. So I think unrest. Home territory, army losses. Support from cohesion. Yeah, so unrest and bad cohesion hurts them. I think I'll actually run a public campaign
I
here.
will tell our story.
Because right now they're getting a fair bit from the public opinion distribution. I'm gonna make it worse. So that their resistance goes down. You're good to go in, so go in and help take Donetsk. You don't really want to do go straight for the capital because there's a lot of bonuses supporting the regional defense if the neighboring region has no fighting, reduced by unrest. So it's getting an extra 0.2, which is quite substantial against my armies. So, and this is the capital, Kiev. So I can take this province, especially because I'm already halfway occupied. It's going to be quickly. Then it'll be easier to move on to the additional regions. Okay. Let's keep running. Let's keep racking up that cash.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We have found something.
Our supporters are in place.
Okay. we are full up on control point capacity. We're up to 400 science, quite good. We're going to finish our clandestine cells pretty soon. And I think that'll be a good place to wrap up once we actually finish that. So let's push here, try to get their cohesion down. It's down to 3.17 now, so. And you can advise your command 8. I could advise Russia. And that would boost my combat. Might actually be worth it. Especially if I improve his command.
Offering counsel.
So let's do that.
Lending my expertise.
So 0.09 higher mill tech, which means we're going to be occupying and beating back this
The people will come to our side.
actual army faster.
The people will come to our side.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Yeah, cohesion is dropping, which is going to boost unrest. Okay, I don't want the World Health Organization, thank you.
Where do you need me? We must persuade the people.
What's the op?
What's the op? I will help them.
And again.
Offering assistance.
And just in a few days, we will have the
We've
choice of our
moved the
next
needle.
counselor.
We've moved the needle.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
In each of us.
Okay, so
members
yeah,
are,
Academy finished advanced
through
chemical rocketry.
meditation, prayer,
They
and
chose
holiness,
advanced carbon
we-
manipulation. Okay, again, like pretty much all these are useful. This will unlock some things, including fission frag. Ooh, I kind of want that, but I'll probably switch over to pushing this a bit because I would like to do the Kuiper Belt strategy, and fission frag is a great long-range drive for that strategy. Oh, we lost it. That's annoying. So I can't get the admin org now. Alright, well, this apiary one is actually pretty good. I'm going to put it on you, I guess. +1 persuasion, not really that impressive. And he can actually upgrade to senior computer scientist. Could have done it a while ago, but I didn't have any computer science research yet. Let's give her admin now. $400 money. Yeah, let's grab this, the boost org too. I'm gonna need more boost after all.
Your orders?
And let's run one more mission phase.
We'll make our appeal.
Standing by for orders. We'll make our appeal.
And it's pretty low chance. I'm not gonna waste the roll on that.
Making our case.
Standing by for orders.
Advise and go. There we go. We have clandestine cells. So I'll put down alien signature. You will be. I have nothing I really want to do right now. put a lot into carbon manipulation. Again, this is because I want to make sure I get fission brag drive. And I want to put some in here to seize control of at least one global tech. Now, let's see what we have available to recruit. Aren't you the same guy? Okay, these are the same ones from the very beginning. You're new. You are a professor and you don't have a science trait. Pass. You have your oligarch, which is cool, but you had computer science. Pass. A billionaire oligarch. You have purge. So theoretically, you would be useful for, you know, purge, although you don't have any other espionage trait like assassination. This guy's got crew. Yeah, I don't like any of my choices. So I think the best choice here, and this is probably just a temporary choice, although very, very on theme, is pick up this guy, Yang Cheng Gang, and he's got billionaires, so I'm getting an extra 50 money. So that's also 2 influence, 6 influence, 4 influence. So he's gonna pay himself back within a couple of months. So I'll be checking the new candidates to find someone hopefully better than him, because billionaire makes him kind of vulnerable. But yeah, we're gonna recruit you. That's gonna boost our money and influence situation by quite a lot. Alright, so that is our very first episode. We have taken Russia, we have several of the Eurasian Union countries as well. Well, I guess we don't have this one into the alliance yet, but there is a claim, so it can be brought in. War in Ukraine is going okay. Well, it's going to take a while to really succeed. And we are in an okay position. Again, not a great position, because I assume once someone takes European Union and United States and China, they're going to be doing better than us for the early game. But that's okay. We're here to roleplay as the initiative. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please comment, like, and or subscribe so that others can find this series too. And I will see you all next time.